Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma Lynn, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Make sure to comment right down below and I will make sure to come and say hi. But today we are going to be filming the infamous assumptions video. Today I'm just driving around my car running some errands because currently my house is under construction and my parents' bathroom getting redone, and then there's construction going on next door to my house because they're building a new house, because it's just all the great and amazing perks of living in a brand new developed neighborhood. But since it's kind of loud in there, I decided might as well just go ahead and film in my car while I am driving around and running some errands. I have to go to the bank, I have to go to Joann's to pick up some fabric because I'm making my prom dress this year, so you guys will definitely see some videos coming out about that. Okay. So we're going to listen to some jams and we're going to listen to some jams and we're going to spill some tea because, you know, that's what these videos are all about. I have all the assumptions pulled up on my phone, and you guys, you submitted a lot, and a lot more than I thought you guys were going to submit. And so let's just go ahead and jump right into these assumptions. Alrighty guys, so I have already looked over a good amount of these assumptions because I posted them about a week ago, and like it's just been kind of like hard for me to like set a time for me to film them. And so one of the biggest ones that I saw was you shop with your parents' money, you're rich, you're spoiled, like you don't have a job, kind of like the overall topic of just you're wealthy kind of thing. And so I want to address that, and like I can see where you guys are coming from in that kind of like standpoint, just because as like a fashion blogger and an influencer, part of like what I do is buy clothing, share different styles that are currently happening, and a lot of what the fashion industry is known for is the celebrities that are always wearing like the newest trends. And obviously when you think of a celebrity, you think that they're wealthy, but by no means would I say that like I'm super rich or anything. My parents have always provided for me and my siblings. They have put a roof over our heads, they have always given us food, but their biggest thing, like my whole life, they've always said is like, we're gonna provide you with your needs. Like they're gonna provide me with, they're paying for part of my college, they provide me with my food, they provide me with some things I need here and there, but then they say you will then purchase your wants. And like the big thing is like I'm not an only child. Like I have two other siblings. They have to pay for two of my other siblings to go through college. They're paying for me to go through college. They have to pay for their things, their sports, as well as any other activities that I do. But, and then just in terms of, for like myself, like I said before, I buy a lot of the things that that you guys see on my Instagram myself, because I do have my own job. I work several nanny jobs. I babysit on the weekends. I also have a job at American Eagle. So ever since I was really little, I was able to work, I was working. Like literally as soon as I turned 12, I took the Safe Sitters class and I started babysitting and making some sort of money. And like my parents have always raised me to like save money, and so ever since like I even had money that like my grandparents gave me when I was born, they put it into a savings account. And then once I started making my own money and like finding change around the house, 20% of it went to my savings account, and then the rest went to myself for spending. And like I have changed those percentages here and there, especially as I'm getting closer to college and have to be saving for college a lot more, because I mean I literally leave for college in 4 months now. It's depending on where I'm going. It's good. It's like coming up really closely. So like I definitely am trying to save my money a lot more, spend a little bit less on clothing, and trips and like traveling and stuff like that. But I understand where you guys are coming from on that, but like, and that was definitely like one that I didn't want to skip over. Okay, so I think my eyes, you can tell, is bothering me. I think partially it's the sun, so we're gonna pop some sunglasses on because it is sunny today. And you think it might be warm outside? Absolutely not. It's almost 50 degrees, but I think my app says it feels like 40. It's freezing here. I don't like it at all. Stupid kids from my high school. I love that.
can we get started for you?
Hi, can I get a grande cold brew with vanilla sweet cream in it and then sweet cream foam on top?
Yeah. Anything else today?
No, that's it.
Perfect. It's gonna be $4.85.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're putting everything in my town now. Like we're getting a fruit car wash because that's not really caramel. We're getting. We just got a drive-through Starbucks. We had a Starbucks, but now it's a drive-through, which is great for the morning, so I don't have to get out of my car because I'm a lazy bum. Okay, the next one is You're Tall. I got this one a couple times, and like I can see again like how you guys think this because of the angles that I take it at, and actually yes, I am pretty tall. I'm not gonna lie, I am 5'9.5". I'm like 5'9", 5'10"-ish, I don't know. Like it depends on like what shoe I'm wearing also too. But yeah, so I am pretty tall because like my dad is 6'4" and my mom when she had me was 5'7", and so I do have some genetically taller genes. And like being tall, it kind of like I love it, but at the same time like there's a downside. Like to prom, like I literally am wearing sneakers because I don't want to be taller than like whoever I'm going with or my friends. And like and then my other dress that I'm wearing, because I'm wearing it to proms, I'm gonna wear heels, but I have to wear like 2-inch heels, or else I'm gonna be taller than everyone. Because last year I made the mistake of wearing 4-inch heels, and that made me like 6'1"-ish, and that was a mistake. I was taller than my entire group, including the guys. Insert picture here. And like you can see like my little head, like popping up against like my friend's head, like right here. It's like we're not making that mistake again. I got this one a lot, like whether it's like, oh, you hate your new school, you miss North Carolina, you like North Carolina better. And okay, so over like the 4 years that I lived there, I'm gonna be honest, it did start to feel more like it felt more like home than any other place I've lived. Yet alone I've only lived in Indiana and North Carolina, and I lived in Indiana longer than I ever lived in North Carolina, but North Carolina felt like so much home, just I feel like because of one, the people, because like my friends there like literally are like family, and like they mean so much to me, and I just feel like I can tell them anything. And then like also some of like the 4 most important years of like anyone's life I lived in North Carolina, because it was like those years that you really grow your friendships. Like yes, I had friends when I used to live here, but like when you get to high school, that's when your friendships, whether it is that you make new friends or you stick with the same friends, your friendships that's where they grow and they get the strongest. And that's like during the time that I lived in North Carolina, was during those main years in high school, because I lived there 8th grade, freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year, and then I moved to Indiana, back to Indiana, my senior year this year. And so like definitely, yes, I do miss it, and I miss it every day, and I miss my friends because like I live day-to-day life with them. I saw them every day at school, I saw them on the weekends, and we hung out all the time, but also I had to learn like, look at the positive. Like there's also a positive to moving this year, and it's been great being able to reconnect with my friends that I have missed since like I've moved. It's also been really great because like I've also kind of like got to learn new things about myself, and I've honestly like I've had a pretty great senior year. I mean, it did start out the way I probably wanted it to, but like my school is great. It has so much school spirit. I love all my classes. I like my teachers, and it's been a fun time. And like I mean, it's a year out of my entire life, so like I'm not gonna let anything get to me. And like then college, guys, like I'm going to college, and it's still like it's hitting me hard now, because like I've always been so excited to go to college, but now like literally I'm going to college in 4 to 5 months. Like that's crazy. Like I'm not gonna be living under my parents' house anymore, and it's gonna be weird, but it's gonna be, you know, guys, it's gonna be a fun time. you want to go to school in either New York or LA. So I've been talking about college, and so yes, I did apply to 2 schools in the state of Indiana, but that was just more for safety reasons. But the main schools I applied to Parsons, LIM, and FIT, and those are all located in New York City, like in New York City. And then I also applied to, and then I also applied to FITM, which is the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, and that's located in LA, and it's like literally in downtown LA. And so I am either going to be going to New York City or LA, because if I get into FIT, which I'm going to be finding out so soon, if I get into there, I'm going to go there. If I don't get into there, then I'm going to be going to FITM, which is the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, which is the one located in Los Angeles. So I'm excited, and you guys will definitely be finding out where I will be going and attending as soon as I figure it out for myself, and I'll be posting it all over Instagram, all over all my social medias, of course, because I'm so excited. Hey, someone said that you're religious, and so I have been raised in like a Christian household. I've always gone to church every Sunday, and I've always like grown up like learning to believe in like God and like the Holy Trinity and Jesus and like the crucifixion and all of those things. But I feel like as I've gotten older, I think I've really like kind of started to figure out like what I believe for myself rather than what my parents have always taught me, and becoming more independent in that way. And so definitely I feel like I have become more independent, and I don't know if I would call myself religious. I would more just call myself spiritual at this time in my life, because I'm still figuring things out for myself and what I believe and what I don't believe, because I'm only 18, and I mean I don't even know, I don't even have life all figured out. That's all I want. 5 seconds from wildin', and we got 3 more days till Friday. Just trying to make it back home by Monday morning, I swear. But it would tell me, oh, that's all I want. Tonight, you just said it 'cause I can feel it, 'cause you when I'm with you. And I can feel it changing when I kiss you. Baby, I'm not telling, but it's beneficial. It's like I'm the universe and you'll be. Obviously, guys, I have an addiction to Ariana Grande's new album. Click, click, click. Go. Drip, drip, drip. Go. Click, click, click. Go. Can't kiss me and take that of you. Okay, so I'm going to put down below my playlist for this month, because this year my goal is to make a playlist for like every month of like the music that I like most commonly listening to that month, because like it'll be fun just to go back and like kind of look at it, because like honestly like my music is definitely based off of like my mood and like what season it is. Like I mean obviously December will be like more Christmas music and like that kind of vibe, and so I'll link it down below. But I just finished up at the bank, so let's go ahead and jump right back into some of those assumptions. Hey guys, okay, so while I was in the car, my camera completely died, but I went to Hobby Lobby. I might have said Joann's, I don't know, but I went to Hobby Lobby, ordered a little mini haul. It's really not that much. Got some muslin, I got some markers to mark the fabric for patterning, and I got some, like, whatever it's called, marking tape for my mannequin. So fun time at Hobby Lobby. You're in and out, but back to the assumptions. So I'm just gonna start over from like the last one that I was talking about, because I was like kind of all over the place because I was trying to figure out where I was going and like trying to find a parking spot. So the last one that I was talking about, but now starting over on, was that you're pretty independent. I wouldn't say I'm independent in the sense like of financially, because like obviously I still live with my parents, they still pay for my food, and they still pay for like my necessities for living, and so like financially I'm definitely not independent, because like I'm also not paying for rent or anything like that. I feel like in the next few years I definitely will gradually start to become more financially independent as I get an apartment, as I begin to pay for my own food, if I'm like not on a meal plan and that kind of stuff at college. So I think over the years I'm going to gradually get more financially independent in that sense. But independent wise, I feel like I'm more mentally independent, where like I know that I'm starting to like more think for myself and more make decisions for myself and making them on my own rather than based off of like other people's like ideas of what they have for like my life and that kind of stuff, because like I'm not going like a general path for college, and so like that was my decision, and different things like that, because like I definitely feel like a couple summers ago I did that summer intensive program where you probably saw those like videos of my New York City vlogs or whatever from when I lived there for like about a month. And so I think especially over that time period, I wasn't living with my parents. I was having to figure out food for myself. I was living with my friend. And so I definitely felt like, one, I had the college experience and they really treated you like an adult. Like I didn't need some bathroom pass to go to the bathroom. If I needed something, I could leave. They let you make your own decisions. It was just like, and I really got to understand what being independent really meant. And like, because they were allowing you to be more independent and act like an adult, then it kind of like let me then like kind of discover things for myself and what I believe, and kind of just become my own person. And so I feel like when I say I'm independent, I say that because I have become my own person. I have realized who I am as a person, and I'm a lot more confident in what I believe and who I am. Okay, I got this one like 6 or 7 times, that you have a boyfriend, you have a secret boyfriend, you have a boyfriend you're not telling us about. Yeah, no, single, you know, boys, hit me up, comments down below, DM me. Okay, so the next one that I saw was that I have my whole life figured out for myself. Yeah, no, definitely not. I think people might think that just because I know like what kind of college I want to go to, and it's more specified of a college, like it's not like a normal university, and like I also know like what degree I'm wanting to get. But then at the same time, I'm going to school and I'm going to be getting like a fashion merchandising and business degree, but I have no clue what I want to do with it. Like, I know that I want to go into the fashion industry, but like the thing is with that degree, there's so much you can do. You can literally be a social media manager, you can work at a magazine, you can be a buyer, you could be a stylist, you could be a merchant, like PR management, marketing, merchandising, visual merchandising. And like I definitely know that certain things interest me over others. Like I definitely am more so looking at fashion forecasting, social media management, especially since like that's like what I like to do with like my blog and everything, working at a magazine and being a buyer. So like those are the 4 main ones that I'm looking at, like maybe going into, but like I don't even know, like I don't have my like whole life planned out for myself. I don't know like, oh, I'm going to go to college for 4 years, go get my graduates, and like complete that in a year or 2. I'm going to get married at this age, I'm going to have kids at this age, I'm going to marry this one specific person, I'm going to live in this one city, I'm going to have this one apartment, I'm going to maybe making this much money, retire at this age. No, I have none of that planned out. I literally had no, I don't even know where I'm going to college yet. I'll know that like in the next few like weeks, but like your girl does not have her life planned out. So we're just gonna clear that air right here and there. Okay, the next one is that you're popular. No, I would not say that I'm popular at all. I mean, at least in my old school, I feel like I was definitely more well known. Like I was known as like the fashionista, the girl that dresses cute. But like that was also like a really big thing at my school. Like I was vice president of my fashion club at my old school, and that was one of the largest clubs at my school. And so a lot of girls came to it, and because I ran the club, then they knew me for that. And so I feel like I was well known at the school. Like I had my one group of friends, but then at the same time, like I was known throughout like other groups. I don't really know where I stand at my new school. I literally haven't even been here for like a year. So like I have my friends, I love my friends, I hang out with who I hang out with, and like honestly, like I don't care about popularity at all. Like I feel like people think that I might because like I dress well or I wear makeup every day, and I don't know, like maybe like that's why, but like I'm literally the complete opposite, because like in middle school I definitely was more quote unquote in the popular group, and like literally the popular group is just all about drama and like who is like the prettiest girl, who has had the most boyfriends, and who can like start the biggest drama scandal of the year. I don't know. I just didn't like it. It wasn't for me, and it wasn't like I even tried to get into that group. I literally moved. I became friends with who I became friends with, and it just, a lot of it was very fake, and it felt like very fake. And so going into high school, I was like, clean slate, new friends, new me. So yeah, popular is just not my thing. Okay, so these were a few. You secretly love to party. You just smoke weed before. You drink. You jewel. You party a lot. Okay, so I find this really funny because like I'm the complete opposite of that. Like I like to have fun. Like I'll have fun with my friends like here and there. Like I don't jewel. I mean, I've hit a jewel once and I don't like it. And yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that because my parents watch my videos. People at your school make fun of your YouTube. I mean, I don't think so. Not that like I know of, because like at least for me, like the people that I talk to and my friends, they all think it's like pretty cool because they support me, because like they know it's like something I enjoy and it's like one of my favorite hobbies to do. And so they love like helping me take pictures and like different things like that. I mean, there's also a lot of other people in my school that like I don't talk to or have never talked to before. I mean, maybe definitely over half of them don't even know who I am. So like I wouldn't really say that anyone makes fun of it or think it's weird. But like maybe some do. But you know, I don't know. Okay, so this is the last one that I'm gonna do, and it's that you have a lot of friends but not a lot of super close ones. And I feel like this is totally like the complete opposite of me. I'm definitely the person to have my more close friends, the ones that like I rely on and that I can trust and that I can tell everything to. But then like I also am generally known. But then at the same time, I do like, I'm not afraid to like talk to new people, get to know someone new, go out to coffee with someone new and like get to know them. I mean, like at my old school, like I said, I was generally pretty like well known and like, I mean, not popular, but like people knew who I was. So, like I would hang out with other people like in other groups, but like it wasn't like they were my main group of friends.